There is no more unhealthy being, or where the doer of deeds
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, hey, hey,
As I bid you a very warm welcome to 60 years of Knight Frank in Nigeria. My name is Ike Osakiodo. I'm going to be your MC this evening. So today we're going to be celebrating not just Knight Frank, but we're going to be celebrating all the partners who have put their hand to the plow to make sure that this company keeps thriving. Next, I'm going to ask you to welcome a gentleman who is leading the charge in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the man setting the tone, senior partner and CEO of Knight Frank Nigeria, Mr. Frank Okosun.
A very good evening to everyone. It's with immense pride and deep gratitude that I welcome you all to this occasion, a Diamond Jubilee. It's not merely of business longevity, but legacy defined by excellence, integrity, partnership, and unwavering belief of the promise of Nigeria. I am deeply humbled, Ray, for all my country directors across the globe present here, to the representative of all the countries in here. What can I say? We are honored by your presence. Thank you for fostering the environment that drives enterprise and innovations to our dedicated staff. Your dedication is the foundation of our success we all have today. And that's why we can come in here to celebrate 60 years, still driving, still on top of all our transactions and showing who we are in the business. Knight Frank Nigeria has grown from a modest practice to a market-leading real estate consultancy firm and a pan-Africa presence and a global outlook. We have helped shape Nigerian built environment. Nobody here will not tell me that. We have done that. From iconic commercial projects to innovative residential developments, we've done all that. From valuations, from strategic consultancy, what else have we not done? We don't want to celebrate just our past, but we're looking at our future. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not to speak too much this evening, but it's for us to appreciate and to be able to trust what Knight Frank Nigeria, what we've been doing to this country. Thank you. God bless Knight Frank. God bless Nigeria.
My pleasure to welcome a gentleman who is just about a year younger than Knight Frank Nigeria, but he's worked with the Knight Frank family internationally for about 34 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome the global chairman of Knight Frank family, Mr. William Beardmore Gray.
It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here in Lagos to celebrate what is an amazing milestone. 60 years of Knight Frank in Nigeria. Absolutely amazing. But before I talk about Knight Frank Nigeria and the impact it's had on the industry and the communities here, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about what Knight Frank Nigeria is part of and the extensive family around the world. We're proud to have the largest privately owned residential and commercial property consultancy in the world. We pride ourselves on our heritage, which dates back to 1896. We're 130 years old next year. And Frank, you should be really proud of the legacy that you are creating in the Knight Frank Academy launched in 2023. How impactful this initiative is developing new talent and how it's redefining the landscape in the Nigerian property market. Here's to Knight Frank Nigeria, 60 years of excellence and a horizon filled with promise. Thank you.
We're going to move straight into some special recognition awards. Admiralty Fleet Limited, Allied Air, Megastar Technical, Access Bank, First Bank of Nigeria, Fidelity Bank, Total Energies, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, St. Nicholas House Limited, Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, the Lagos Free Trade Zone, Intel Group, Africa Reinsurance Corporation, the BUA Group. Let's hear it for Pinnacle Oil and Gas. Now, we have a few awards we want to hand out for the Golf Kitty that took place earlier today. First runner-up in this category, let's hear it for Tonya Lawani. Hyacinth Oseji. We would like to welcome a few people to give, some goodwill messages. Ladies and gentlemen, first of which will be from the Institute of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Mr. Victor Alonge.
Profoundly congratulate my dear distinguished professional and worthy colleague, the senior partner of CEO of Knight Frank Nigeria, Frank Okosun, and his colleague partners. No doubt the company has, in the past 60 years, significantly impacted our nation's economy through its core real estate services, covering asset valuation, property development, facility management, and estate agency. Knight Frank Nigeria has today assumed the status of a shining beacon and a pivotal player in Nigeria's real estate landscape. Its contribution to Nigeria's economic development is huge and significant, and we in the real estate professional practice are extremely proud of its contribution. So I want to congratulate once again Estate Surveyor and Valuer Frank Okosun for the excellent transformative work he has done to the company since he took over the mantle and for his leadership. Congratulations for a worthy celebration. Thank you. God bless you.
Next, we would like to hear from the chairman of Megastar Constructions. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for architect Harcourt Haduke.
I met Frank when he was the branch manager in Port Harcourt. And how did I meet him? I'd been hearing from our mentor, Admiral Festus Paulbini, who was always telling me about Frank. Frank did this, Frank did that, Frank is doing well. Frank. So I said, who is Frank? He said, it's Knight Frank. I said, if this is Knight Frank, I'm beginning to suspect this guy. Nigerians know how to clone names. His name is Frank, and then he has added Knight to it so that he can make good business. I said, well, as far as he can do business, I'm game. After a few weeks, I decided that I should go to Lagos and see Frank, because I actually thought that Knight Frank was his firm. Because the passion and energy he put into the company was unparalleled. If you call Frank at 5:30, he's up. You call him at 11, he's up. You call him at 12, he's up. So it has to be his company, Knight Frank. But there was something I noticed there and then, starting from the man who greeted me once I came out of the car, to Chief Orizu, to Frank himself. And that was before Frank became chief. There was a culture of service, exceptional service, trustworthiness that had been built over the years. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for the chairman for Allied Air Cargo Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Captain Val Tongo.
I met Frank. The first time I met him, I said, look, listen, there's a property in Lekki. Will you be interested in selling the property? You won't believe it. Frank will call you in the morning, He will call you in the afternoon. He will call you in the evening. And I was wondering, he's the CEO. Why does he have to do this? Governments, leaders, institutions, banks have so much trust in Knight Frank. Please, I'd like everybody to thank Frank what he's done. He's put us on a global stage. At the end of the day, I tell you, it will be another 60 years we're going to celebrate. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for architect Davies, Alan Davies. Please put your hands together as he makes his way forward.
Speaking on behalf of James Cubitt Architects, which is a company of the same vintage as Knight Frank, I appreciate how much it takes to not just survive, but to remain relevant and respected over decades. And I'm glad to say that that has grown even stronger over the years, especially through my friendship with Frank, who has taken the firm to new heights. As architects, we rely on a pipeline of projects, as Harcourt will tell you, to keep us busy. It's people like you, Knight Frank, who help to make that happen for us. Your knowledge of the market and expertise in producing market surveys and feasibility studies are critical to our clients. And if you say the project is viable, then the project goes ahead. Congratulations once again on 60 years in Nigeria. It's a remarkable achievement and legacy. And I know that leaders like Frank and the Knight Frank family here tonight, the future looks rosy. So congratulations, and here's to the next chapter. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Admiral Porbeni as he comes out to speak. Please put your hands together for him.
Frank is a man who never accepts no. He must be successful. And he's a goal-getter. I can tell you, when I give him some problem I cannot solve, he say, Daddy, just go and sleep. I'll go and sleep, and he will solve it. It's a man who does everything he wants to do. I had a place in Lagos here, and he told me, look, there's a new law now, which I know, that federal government owns this land. Try and acquire it. And I said, okay. I went to acquire it. It went all hog, went to the minister, everything, and got the approval for me. Today, that land is a lot of money. Although other people are still arguing with me for the land. So thank Frank, thank you so much for getting it. And Frank, thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right, before I hand over to the next person taking you into the rest of the night, I'd like to welcome a very estimable partner that has been with Knight Frank through decades, and we really appreciate him. Please put your hands together for Chief Etienne Okeke as he comes to say a few words as well before I shut things down. Please put your hands together for him.
You may like to know that I, standing here, am one of those who founded Knight Frank and Rotley, Nigeria. It was Alan John Shelley, one Paul Mitchell, and then myself, that the British home-based company, Knight Frank, sent us to Lagos to set up the firm. Indeed, before I came here, after my graduation at University of London, estate management, I worked for the Knight Frank and Rotley, not Knight Frank, which we know today. It has been Knight Frank and Rotley. I would advise a number of businessmen here to stick to Knight Frank and Rotley, because by that you will safeguard your business. I thank you once again, and many, many others. I thank all of you very much, and I wish you safe journey back to Britain, back to Dubai, back to other places. Thank you very much indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome a global coach and a leader in the person of Toyin Lasaki. Please put your hands together as Toyin Lasaki comes to bring you and present you 3 of the graduates from the Knight Frank Academy.
Today, like IK said, we have 60 graduates from that academy. Apart from creating a talent pipeline for Knight Frank and other real estate firms within Lagos State and Nigeria, we've also used it as a CSR project to give back to the community. We have our faculty members are renowned real estate professionals, lecturers from renowned higher institutions. I'll be presenting 2 of the graduates from the academy this evening. Adebola Agbadegeshin from Cohort 3. Cohort 3 we just recently completed last month. And then I have Kenneth Oraneku from Cohort 2. A round of applause for them as they come up stage.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I would say that my experience from the academy has been incredibly awesome. We have been taken through the core aspects of real estate, ranging from property valuation and advisory, property management and facilities management, real estate brokerage and capital markets. I would like to say to everyone here that you should look out for Knight Frank Academy graduates because we're definitely onto something big. Thank you, everyone, and do have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone.
We would like to cut the Knight Frank 60th anniversary cake. Here's to another 60, another 100, another 200 years of Knight Frank in Nigeria. Come on, put your hands together for Knight Frank, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. We understand that some of you had to travel. Some of you had to reschedule your trips. Some of you had to return to Nigeria earlier than you planned, just to celebrate with us. And not for any other reason, but because of how Mr. Frank Okosun has been managing relationships. We are so glad that you have stayed with us up until now. And thank you so much. On behalf of Knight Frank Nigeria, on behalf of Knight Frank Global, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chike!
Opposite